Buckle up, Barnyard enthusiasts, because today's A to Z adventure will reveal who adores a luxurious mud spa, which critter wears a tuxedo-like coat, and why the letter X might just blow your mind. There's a twist lurking at the end you will not want to miss. One quick heads up before we stampede into the fields: we did our absolute best to capture real footage of every animal, but if you see a look-alike here or there, just enjoy the creative stand-ins. Ready to roam? Let's dive in. A. Alpaca. A is for alpaca. Fluffballs with an attitude, known to spit if you unsettle their zen, which, let's be honest, feels pretty relatable for most of us in the early morning. These docile champs hail from the Andes, bringing cozy vibes wherever they roam. Their luxurious fibre is often used to make sweaters so soft you might never take them off. Just imagine watching a walking, humming cloud floating around your farm. Curiously enough, they communicate through gentle humming and body language, which is as adorable as it sounds. Approach them slowly, maybe offer a little treat, and you will probably dodge that unsavoury spit shower. Alpacas appreciate a polite introduction. B. Buffalo. B signals buffalo. Think of them as steadfast lawn mowers that never ask for a vacation, but definitely do not invite one in to tidy your living room. These imposing mammals can be surprisingly swift when they decide it is time to move. Usually, though, they prefer calm grazing over theatrics, unless spooked, in which case all bets are off and horns are down. Historically, buffalo, sometimes bison, have been pivotal in indigenous communities, providing everything from meat to hides. They grunt and snort to communicate, creating a kind of low-frequency chatter across the fields. It is a symphony of buffalo gossip, if you will.
Z. Chicken.
C stands for chicken. The original alarm clock of the farm, totally immune to any snooze button, if you like sleeping in, they might become your morning nemesis. Chickens are surprisingly clever. They can recognize up to 100 individual faces among their flock, which is more than some of us can manage at a family reunion. Their social hierarchy, known as the pecking order, dictates everything from who eats first to who struts around like a true VIP. All that scratching at the dirt is their version of treasure hunting, looking for seeds, bugs, or any other tasty morsel. Throw them a handful of grain, and be prepared for a raucous group to swarm you like feathery paparazzi. D. Duck. D brings duck. Loud quackers who waddle around with unshakable confidence. They might hog the pond, but they look delightfully cute doing it. Ducks are the ultimate multitaskers, happily swimming, diving, and oil-preening their feathers to stay waterproof. Spot a line of ducklings following their mum, and your heart might just explode from the cuteness overload. They are also incredibly sociable. Ducks love to quack and honk about everything under the sun. Offer a few breadcrumbs by the water, and you will quickly discover their unstoppable appetite for quick snacks and friendly chatter. E. Emu. E showcases emu. Lightning-fast runners from Australia, and they will make you question your own jogging abilities if you attempt to keep up. Emus are the second largest living birds by height, trailing only the ostrich. Their powerful legs act like coiled springs, launching them at speeds that leave humans in the dust. If you think you can outrun one, prepare for a reality check. They are famously inquisitive, and may approach people or shiny objects just to investigate. Male emus take on the role of devoted dads, incubating eggs and raising the chicks, which earns them Serious Father of the Year points in the bird world. If these early critters have you smiling like a pig in mud, give that thumbs up button a playful peck and subscribe. Each click satisfies my virtual sheep, and trust me, they are perpetually peckish. F spotlights. Fin sheep. Sporting wool so soft, cuddling one might be the highlight of your day. Think of it as hugging a walking cloud. Originally from Finland, these sheep are celebrated for their high fertility rates, often birthing multiple lambs at a time. Multiply the fluff by 2 or 3, and you have a party in the pasture. Fin sheep wool is prized for its luster and gentle texture, making it a favourite among knitters. Personality-wise, they tend to be friendly and sociable, following handlers around if they suspect treats might be on the horizon. G is for goat. Curious munchers who will sample anything within reach, including your unsuspecting laundry. Socks seem to be a particular favourite. Goats are like nature's parkour masters. They can climb steep rocks and balance on precariously narrow ledges with astonishing ease. If you ever spy a goat perched on top of a boulder, that is just another Tuesday for them. They have rectangular pupils that grant them an ultra-wide field of vision, handy for spotting threats and possibly eyeballing the shirt you're wearing. Friendly and often mischievous, goats can become quite attached to humans who offer them snacks. H gallops in with horse. The noble athlete of the fields blink, and they might have raced off into the distance with a flourish of mane. Domesticated for thousands of years, horses have been invaluable companions in farming, warfare and exploration. Their partnership with humans is legendary, and they continue to capture our imaginations in countless stories. Communication is everything for horses. They read each other's ears, tails and body postures like we read emojis. Once you tune in to these subtle cues, you realize you have been chatting with horses without even knowing it. I introduces Icelandic sheep. Boasting a dual-coated fleece that keeps them snug through unforgiving winters, these guys practically laugh at blizzards. They hail from the rugged landscapes of Iceland, where wild weather is a given. Their soft undercoat provides insulation, while the outer coat repels moisture, making them well equipped for cold, damp conditions. Despite their frosty environment, Icelandic sheep love to frolic and can be quite playful. They are also prized for their mild meat and high-quality wool, serving as a cornerstone in Iceland's cultural heritage. J represents Jersey cow. Known for dreamy eyes and milk so rich it can elevate any dessert to heavenly status, hello ice cream fans. Originating from the Channel Island of Jersey, these smaller cows have a gentle disposition that makes them a farm favourite. Their wide, soulful eyes are pretty hard to resist. Jersey milk boasts high butterfat content, which translates into lush butter, velvety cheese and ice cream so good you might shed a tear. Thanks to their adaptability, Jersey cows can thrive in various climates around the globe. K stands for Kunakuni pig. Short, round and hungry for snacks at every turn, basically the midnight muncher of the barnyard. Hailing from New Zealand, their name in Maori means fat and round, which describes their charming appearance to a T. They are loved for their calm temperament, making them popular as pets in some places. Kunakunas often graze on grass like little hoofed lawnmowers, helping keep your yard tidy. Just be prepared to share a few treats whenever they flash you those sweet, inquisitive eyes. L steps up with llama. The more theatrical cousin of the alpaca, ear pinning usually signals a high chance of spit warfare. Domesticated in the Andean highlands, llamas have served as pack animals for centuries. Their alert nature also makes them decent protectors for sheep, warding off predators with impressive bravado. Beneath their dramatic flair, llamas can be affectionate if approached properly. Avoid startling them though. No one wants a face full of llama spit as their introduction to this cuddly cousin of the alpaca. M features mule. A steadfast hybrid of donkey and horse, tirelessly hauling heavy loads, but do not call them stubborn without reason. They have been vital in agriculture, explorations and even military campaigns, credited for their sure-footedness on rugged trails. A mule that hesitates is often doing so for safety, not just being ornery. Historically, they provided an essential link in trade routes, carrying goods across challenging terrain. Endurance is their middle name, so if a mule ever decides to pause, it might be picking the smartest path forward. N is Nubian goat. Decked out with long floppy ears that serve as built-in cooling mechanisms in hot climates, who said function cannot be stylish? They are well known for their creamy high butterfat milk, which is perfect for crafting gourmet cheeses and luxurious soaps. Nubian goat products bring an upscale flair to any homestead. Personality. Wise, they can be quite vocal, especially if they feel ignored. Nubians never miss a chance to speak their minds, so you'll know exactly when they crave attention or a tasty snack. O introduces ostrich. The largest bird on Earth, primed to leave you in the dust if you dare to challenge them to a race, let them have the trophy. Their powerful legs not only propel them at speeds up to 40 to 45 miles per hour, but also serve as formidable defensive weapons. One forceful kick can be a game changer for any predator. Ostriches get a bad rap for supposedly burying their heads in the sand, pure myth. They might lie low and flatten their necks when threatened, but actual head burying is off the menu. P points to pig. The true connoisseurs of mud baths outdoing any fancy spa with a coating of rich, sloppy earth. Contrary to the muddy stereotype, pigs are quite clean if they have enough room. Their infamous wallowing habit helps them cool down as they do not sweat much. It is essentially their version of air conditioning. They are also highly intelligent, able to learn their names and even simple commands. Social by nature, pigs love to chat through snorts and squeals. If a pig is oinking happily, it may be greeting you like an old pal. Q is quail. Tiny birds armed with equally tiny eggs, they scurry into hiding quicker than you can say breakfast scramble. Masters of camouflage, quail sport speckled feathers that help them blend into surroundings. Spotting one requires a keen eye, and if they sense danger, they vanish in a blur. Many quail flaunt a quirky little top knot, giving them a stylish flair. Their eggs are considered a delicacy in many cuisines. Cracking them might test your patience, but the taste is often worth the effort. Got a barnyard buddy we've overlooked? Toss it in the comments, because every creature deserves its moment in the spotlight. You might just inspire our next top build star. R hops in with rabbit. Swift nibblers who can devour a carrot patch before you say thumper, best guard your garden. They are not rodents but lagomorphs, boasting an extra set of incisors, perfect for snacking on fresh greens and sometimes your beloved flowers. Their quick reflexes let them dart away in zigzag patterns to evade predators. Once they warm up to you, rabbits can form strong bonds and even learn litterbox habits. If you want a peaceful pet with occasional bursts of high-speed bounding, a rabbit might be your ideal roommate. S signals sheep. Donors of fleece that keep us cozy all winter, thank one next time you snuggle into a wool sweater. They are more intelligent than given credit for, capable of recognizing dozens of faces, both sheep and human. So if one gazes at you sideways, it might be recalling your last visit. Communication is key through bleating and subtle body language. A lamb prancing about is the embodiment of unfiltered joy on four legs, pure adorable chaos. T is turkey. The undisputed runway model of the farm, endlessly showing off those flamboyant feathers. Someone cue the camera flashes. Wild turkeys can take short flights, so if you startle one, you might see it soar over a fence. Do not underestimate those wings despite their bulky frames. Males or toms puff themselves up, fan their tails, and parade around to impress the hens. Gobbles, clucks and purrs fill the air in a constant turkey reality show. It is never a dull moment. U presents UDA sheep. Sporting a dramatic two-tone coat that looks like formal attire, black in the back, white in the front, or vice versa, farm fashion at its finest. Found predominantly in West Africa, they are well adapted to scorching climates, making them resilient companions in places where temperatures can soar. Their horns often add to their striking silhouette. They can be cautious around strangers, but grow curious once trust is earned. A gentle nudge might be their way of checking if you carry hidden snacks or just an invitation to hang out. V highlights Vietnamese pot-bellied pig. Short, round, and irresistibly endearing, the cuddly ham of your barnyard dreams. Originating from Southeast Asia, they gained worldwide popularity as mini pigs, although some still reach over 100 pounds. Even then, they tend to be quite manageable with proper care. These pigs are brainy enough to learn basic commands and respond to their names. Tilling soil is their hobby, so giving them a designated digging spot is a must if you value your garden. Zebu showcases water buffalo. Tireless powerhouses that plough fields, transport goods and luxuriate in mud whenever possible, their idea of a spa day is a muddy dip. Domesticated in many parts of Asia, they have served as essential farmhands for centuries, pulling heavy loads that modern machines sometimes cannot handle on tricky terrain. Water buffalo milk is key to producing that decadent mozzarella many foodies love. Next time you relish a gooey slice, send some mental gratitude to these sizable, amiable beasts. Eggs can be tricky, so meet Texel sheep. Okay, I know it's cheating, but you have a better one? Drop it in the comments. Texel sheep, buff champions of the pasture, flaunting muscle definition that even pro athletes would applaud, but hold tight, there is a twist here. They originate from the island of Texel in the Netherlands, known for their lean build and dense wool. If you are a knitting enthusiast, Texel fleece might just become your new obsession. Despite the chiseled physique, they are generally calm and friendly, content to graze among others. Picture a flock of easygoing gym buffs strolling through a meadow, and you have the Texel sheep vibe. I introduces yak. Think of a walking shag rug with horns, trudging across mountain passes like a boss, milk, meat and wool all in one. They hail from the Himalayan region, thriving in sub-zero temperatures thanks to their thick coats. While the cold might send most of us scurrying for heaters, yaks are more like bring it on. Yak milk is famously rich, often used for butter, cheese and even yak milk tea. They also serve as pack animals on high-altitude treks, carrying loads with an unflinching work ethic. Z showcases Zebu. Donning a prominent hump that helps them flourish under scorching suns, they are like built-in radiators on four legs. Originating in South Asia, zebus are vital in agriculture and dairy production, and they adapt to some of the hottest environments on the planet. Spotting one meandering down a busy street is not uncommon in certain regions. Their hump and dewlap give them a distinguished profile, and if you catch them eyeing you, it might be pure curiosity, or a subtle hint that they'd appreciate a refreshing treat. Remember that tease about letter X? Some folks see Texel sheep as the pinnacle of farm versatility. High-quality wool and equally prized meat in one sleek package. Now you've uncovered the secret, and that's it.